So, as you know, Warner Brothers decided they were not going to release the Wile E. Coyote versus Acme movie, which is extremely odd considering the fact that they just recently released Looney Tunes the day the Earth blew up with hardly any promotion.
And I don't understand that why, because I heard it's good. I think the
Looney Tunes films, shorts, shows, they're always good.
Well.
Yeah,
because I had snuck out with Obi when we went to go see The Day the Earth Blew Up, and if a nearly 2-year-old was laughing his ass off at Daffy and Porky, that tells me Looney Tunes hasn't missed a step. Because I'm sitting there and he's hysterically laughing at the entire cartoon, and I'm like, if a 2-year-old gets it, what's going on?
Looney Tunes like Muppets never miss.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what it is. You can give them Muppets anything, I'll check it out. Because even though you might have a younger generation who don't know who the Muppets are, if you watch some of the later stuff that they just recently did, it's a very broad spectrum of jokes that they spew out, and you can get them. You get every last one of those jokes.
Now I admit, Looney Tunes has been known to throw some adult Animaniacs jokes in there, but just one every 10. One every 10 is just a little, sachet in there. Just
and it never fails, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why they didn't release this.
Because it's Warner Brothers.
The Acme thing, and I don't understand why they didn't. And I don't hate Warner Brothers. Let's get this out the way. 90% of the projects that you have, we've seen. We were not fans of the DC universe. That stuff, that's another story. We won't talk about that. We won't talk about that. We've been down that road before. We're not going back. However, there are projects that you have that we very well was like, why didn't you release this, or why wasn't this promoted? And our very own Tafari TV actually had a chance to go check out The Day the Earth Blew Up, and here's his review.
Gonna keep this video as PG as possible. 1, so it's more likely to be shared and seen by other people. 2, so the entities I'm talking about might be more likely to interact with it. 3, due to the subject matter, this is gonna possibly cross the timelines of a lot of younger people, and I'm not trying to be that guy that has your parents asking, what are you watching? Go see Looney Tunes The Day the Earth Blew Up. No, it's not being talked about like it should. It's not being promoted like it should, and it definitely deserves better than it is getting right now. I went to go see it today, and yes, including me, there were only 5 people in my theater, but I also did catch a Friday matinee. Didn't even know until I got into the theater that Cinemark was even doing a promotional giveaway for this. Yes, immediately after the movie, I went and got it framed. If you're looking to do the same, it's an 11x17. You're welcome. And yes, I definitely told the other 4 people in the theater, go get yours before you leave, because they didn't know. My favorite movie of all time is Space Jam. I have both collector's editions, and I keep it downloaded on my other phone to watch whenever I fly. 2 blockbuster rentals my mom made for my 9th birthday party that kept us entertained from sundown to sunup the next day: Sonic Heroes and Looney Tunes Back in Action. And my favorite version of these characters and my comfort cartoon up until the HBO Max purge of 2025 was the Looney Tunes show. Point is, I'm a Looney Tunes fan from the day I started teething to the day I stopped breathing. And whatever it is you might like about the Looney Tunes was very much represented all over this film. Spoiler free, only referencing stuff you've seen in the trailers. Like I said, if you've seen the Looney Tunes show, it might remind you a little bit of that with Daffy and Porky's friendship and the fact that they're trying to raise money just to live and pay bills. There's a lot of clearly classic and old school Looney Tunes tropes that work their way in there that are still funny to this day. And then there's modern stuff that does work its way in. Like at one point, they're still trying to find out how to raise money for this something in the plot. And one of the jokes they make is, oh, we could become influencers. And the scene that follows actually made me like audibly laugh out loud. Another character that I feel like they forget about sometimes, but is very prevalent in this film, is Petunia. Now, obviously, as always, is a love interest for Porky, but actually plays a pretty important part of the plot. Now, if y'all could just remember that Tina exists and do anything with her, she's been trapped in the same show for like 15 years. Also, since this show, it feels like they have given Porky and Daffy this relationship where Daffy just does whatever he wants to Porky's detriment and he just puts up with it. There's a few moments in the film where they basically make both of them address how not okay that is. And of course, as you've seen from the trailers, movie about aliens, nobody wants to believe Daffy when he finds out, and nobody wants to believe in Daffy when it's time to save the world. Hijinks ensue. Overall, it's a great film for anyone to go see, especially if you have kids. It's a great Looney Tunes film that works without Bugs Bunny. And I'm hoping it gets a physical release, because if it does, it's getting added to my Blu-ray collection day one. But Looney Tunes, The Day the Earth Blew Up, if you like animation, if you like cartoons, if you want to support 2D animation, please go check out this movie. I've thoroughly had a good time. I think you will too.
There it is.
Yep.
There it is. Lady Mandalore, how are ye?
Hi, hello.
Hey.
Embarrassed slightly.
Uh,
I just woke up. I'm
I
really
knew-
sorry.
You know what? No, wait. You know,
I'm
you want to know how symbiotic this relationship and this crew is I knew that's what it was. What do you apologize? She's
Right. What are you
she had the
apologizing
power
for?
to- We are folk that need rest.
Everybody sleeps.
That's now.
I
starting to
know,
feel normal
I
from work
I
on.
know,
Just
I know.
Mhm.
So
It wasn't planned. I blinked and I was asleep.
it's
You did what
it's never
you did what we
planned.
all did. You closed your eyes for about 30 seconds, and then 2 hours later.
She was
2
like,
hours.
what the hell?
As
She
an
says,
adult,
what
it's
the
like
hell?
Mm.
So we actually have the trailer for the Looney Tunes, The Day the Earth Blew Up. We're gonna check this out right quick.
I might have to watch that.
Mm-mm.
For generations, you laughed with them. You cried with them and watched them grow. In 2025, they're coming to the big screen like never before.
Daffy. Oh, sorry.
Oh wow. Oh. Oh wow.
I barely even know you. We're not afraid of nothing. What? Here's the script. Catch up on your own time. We have to act fast, and there's only one person that can do the job. Daffy Duck. Daffy?
Oh no, not the
no,
duck!
man.
The duck?
That's right, the duck.
You gotta be kidding me. Who greenlit this garbage?
Who's there? Get it off me! Get it off me! Get it off me! Get it off me! Oh, is it over?
I don't get. It's classic Looney Tunes.
I barely even
It's
know.
classic Looney Tunes.
Wait, Moo, you muted Boo.
Sorry.
On purpose. Okay, my bad. Lane.
Not
Okay,
being-
bye. I was like,
It's this makes no sense to me because it's to my understanding that they are losing money.
Mhm.
We know WB is losing money. They are actually banking a lot of what they need on James Gunn's Superman, which I'm sure will be swimmingly well.
Oh, it'll clean up.
I am.
What do you say, Kira?
I'm banking on James Gunn as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, when you have it, don't get me wrong, definitely a sure thing, but so is this. Like,
Especially for our crowd.
yeah.
That kind of nostalgia does not go away.
You and especially when you have what's out right, what else is out right now?
Nothing almost.
Nothing, right?
You have a dead space right now that is a perfect opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Just like put it on out there, push the brand, it'll make money. It'll make money.
There's somebody on the executive board. And I can't blame Zaslav for everything, although I really could because I can almost write a college dissertation on it. But anyway, you can't blame for everything just because the fact of there are other factors in mind whenever it comes to any type of product that Warner Bros. Pushing out. For some odd reason, they've become ultra conservative, even over things that will make money. Cartoons, especially kids' cartoons, rarely do badly.
Exactly.
I mean, it is rare. Yeah, Looney Tunes especially. They always, I mean, shoot, even Scooby Doo. How many Scooby Doo movies have we seen? And have you ever seen a bad Scooby Doo movie that did poorly? Poorly. I'm not talking animation. I'm in the live actions. Like, there's like what? Four? Three?
Live
Four?
action? There's 3.
I think, well, it might be 3. But still, out of all those 3 live action Scooby Doo movies, have they ever done bad?
Mm-mm.
You can never, we never heard of a Scooby Doo movie that bombed. So again, whenever it comes to something toward the kids, it's always had success. Now, for some odd reason, and I always say Warner Brothers Discovery is just trying to offload. They're trying to offload as much as they can. They're trying to. It's almost dang near a fire sale. Like, the only reason that they're still holding on to DC because DC is billions. I mean, if they sit there and said tomorrow we want to sell off DC Studios, Marvel, Disney is waiting in the wings. Like, the final hand of the gauntlet is going to be complete. I will have the other side.
Crazy.
Yeah, Disney will sit there and pull with a Brinks truck straight up to Warner Bros. Discovery. How much for DC Studios? How much?
Just load that on the back there, sweet baby.
I can see it now. The mouse just runs up to him. I'm just going to sign the bottom of the check. You write in whatever number you want. No number is too high, and we'll be on our way. But for some odd reason, Warner Brothers, Discovery is just being dicks, honestly.
It's a weird thing that's going on, and even with Max, because they're part of Max as well, and they just offloaded all the Looney Tunes show from their library, which it's a server issue. We get it. We know the tech side of it, but the fact that you don't have it's gone somewhere else. Let's just put it that way. And it's gone somewhere else and to another streaming service that will not be named.
That freaking Ubies.
Yeah. And it doesn't make sense to me the server issue, yes, that's fine, because it's only so much. It doesn't matter. It's only so much you can put in a library. It doesn't matter until they come up with an actual.
I'll be honest, I call that a weak excuse.
It's a weak excuse. Oh, it's definitely a weak excuse.
We don't have enough server space. You realize there are literally countries where you have entire warehouses dedicated to server farms that don't even house. They're not even for the country that they're in. It's like
the weaker excuse is the fact that you don't have this on Blu-ray.
Oh, that's just physical media. That's Sony. That is Sony saying. That's like when Sony, we talked about that, where Sony came out and said, "Oh, by the way, all the DVD Blu writables, we're going to stop making those." So does that count for DVDs, PlayStation, and other mediums? No. Okay.
Yeah.
The moment you couldn't answer that with a straight yes means that is going to be the end of Blu-ray DVDs. And again, we've seen physical media. How many people have had issues trying to order steel books or collector's items on certain DVDs right now? Writing is on the wall.
Lady Mandalore, what are your thoughts on that weak excuse, garbage, or as she would say, this is bullshit?
As far as them not having enough room on their servers,
the server, them not pushing the promo, them shelving Wile E. Coyote versus Acme.
just say you broke. It's okay. We go through it. Just say you broke. It's all right. But don't act like I feel like they're not actually giving a reason. I think they're just saying words that maybe people won't look too deeply into. Obviously, I could not tell you what the actual. I don't understand. I don't understand.
I will say this. Where they felt at a time when they had their DC films, they felt they were on top of the world. And then this is why this didn't make sense. You shelve Wile E. Coyote versus Acme, but you soft release Looney Tunes The Day the Earth Blew Up.
And watch it do numbers. and watch it do freaking numbers. And Warner Brothers was like, "Oh, well, we always had faith." No, you didn't, motherfuckers.
No, it's
Is
out.
it out? It's out now, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's out
yeah.
now.
Is it actually doing? I'm not going. Don't.
haven't checked anything yet.
I'm not gonna hold y'all.
It's
I ain't going to
still
see it
it's still what's
personally.
today? Tuesday.
Yeah,
I-
it's only been out. It's only been out
Alright.
since this weekend.
Yeah,
What else is out?
nothing.
Nothing.
And I'm still not going to see it. I'm just saying. I'm on top. I don't think this movie is going to do as well as y'all hope. I can't.
Well, here's the
can't
thing.
see it.
Here's the-
Here's
we would hope it would do well, but if it doesn't, we can say literally, you did not push this. You didn't promote it.
I'll put it this way: anything over a month, if it's been out, I think the movie cycle is 2 to 3 weeks or something like that. But
It is now. Yeah, it is
anything over, let's just say anything over as far as animation. Let's just say anything over 75 million. So if it did 75 million within 2 weeks, that's not bad. Versus other movies that don't even break 50 or 20. But again, like we were saying at the beginning of this, it's kind of difficult to find a Looney Tunes animated movie when released that does poorly.
Well, here's
It's
the thing.
hard to find.
They're not giving it a lot, because even in my area, you only have like anywhere between 3 and 4 showings per theater. That's it.
Oop, I have one. I have one.
Like I'm looking
Literally
at
one.
tomorrow. It's
That's
3.
wild.
Reverend.
That
On
is
Saturday.
wild.
What's
It's
going on, you sexy
5.
beast, you?
Hey,
That is absolutely insane.
Yep.
That they were.
Oh, the
You looking-
day the Earth blew up is getting is getting pulled on Wednesdays. Only 6 days in theater.
And then not only that, they're not even giving
They
it
set that up to fail.
nights.
Yeah.
Because again, we're talking about this not only appealing to kids, this will appeal to adults. I don't even see a listing on a Saturday after 5 o'clock.
No, they're pulling the movie.
That's
They're
well,
they are pulling the movie on Wednesday.
See, that's crazy.
Well, I guess it's gonna be on Max now.
Yeah,
No,
because what's crazy
no,
is
not even that. They're done with the Looney Tunes stuff too.
Yeah, because they
What's
pulled
crazy is right
their
now-
Looney Tunes library.
so domestically. To kind of give you guys some numbers real quick. Domestically, it's like 3.5 million. Worldwide, it's over 6 since last week. Which again isn't bad.
Nobody's going to see, dude.
But it's not. I agree with you, but like we said, they didn't have faith in it to actually advertise it. That's the crazy part. Because had they did it, and now like you said, they're pulling it. That just goes to show you that Warner Bros. Doesn't care.
This is not the movie to die on a hill about. I'm a fight y'all on this one. Not a Looney Tunes movie.
They don't have it. They have it here. They have it where I'm at, but it's just not a lot of showings.
Right.
They
don't.
don't.
Go ahead, Karen.
This is not a movie that I'm excited to see. I think they're
No, it's
right
not so
about
much.
pulling it.
It's not so much the excitement. It's that it's a Looney Tunes film, so it's just like if you promoted it. We're not talking Deadpool, Wolverine level promotions. It's just your simple movie promotion. You would have gotten a decent crowd to check it out. Having it show up until at least 7, maybe okay, because guess what? It's a family film. People are going to take their kids. So 7 will probably their cap. 5 o'clock is probably the best cap because kids, so but you're not worried about showing it in the 3D format or 4DX format or anything. It's a standard format film. Just show it up to your 7 o'clock run, push it at that, give it a decent promotion, and call it a day. It's
not
are we looking at billions of dollars? No,
but matinees would kill off this, especially taking kids during the day or midday. They make killing off this.
I still think our crowd would kill it too one night. I do.
Big time.
You figure what, 70 million at best?
Yeah,
I think that's rational.
If it was
nostalgia.
if it was pushed correctly, I put it like that.
when Space Jam came out, that nostalgia, that was the introduction to it. So anytime there's a Looney Tunes movie that makes it to the screen, people are going to flock to it because they want to feel that nostalgia. Let's face it. How many productions have you got out here that make you genuinely feel like a kid again, instead of trying their best to make you feel like you're going to leave and be an adult all over again? You're just watching a big ass commercial.
Yeah, I mean that's what Space Jam 2 was like.
Warner Brothers.
Whatever Space Jam 2, the story with LeBron James and everything else, I wasn't even looking at that. I seen when the big game went down, I seen nothing but a huge WB character promotion. Every character that was cartoon, horror, live action, whatever, just in the background. I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's literally like watching Ready Player One.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Which I love that movie
Easter
and
eggs.
love the book, by the way. If y'all haven't read Ready Player One, you go check it out.
Yeah, so it's just like you're looking at all the Easter eggs. That's it. And like you said, Navy, it's the nostalgia. So it would have made some money. It's not, we're not looking at $1 billion or anything. Just whatever a standard animated film would normally make, they would have been fine. Like the Wild Robot made decent amount of money with a soft push.
Oh well, dang, they're not that bad. $15 million budget, so they're gonna break.
Yeah. So
$15 million budget on that movie.
They're being pulled tomorrow. Kira said they're being pulled tomorrow. They ain't breaking.
Well, maybe in her area, because I know in my area,
No, this is like news. I'm not. This isn't for me. My theater's still gonna be showing it at least on Thursday, from as far as I'm looking.
Oh, you missed it.
The gesture was everything. Your Mac is trying to be intelligent like you. Rock on, dude.
But even looking at the listings here, like, I'm very much for the cartoons. I love me a good cartoon movie. I'm not checking for Looney Tunes. I'm very sorry. There have been a couple of movies that have left a bad taste in my mouth, and not seeing this trailer, I'm not sold on putting my $20 into another Looney Tunes movie.
I'll see it matinee.
$20? I haven't paid $20 for a movie in years.
Fine, I'll go see a matinee with who? My kids are in school. Hold on. No. My kids are in school. I'm not putting my Saturday on the line for that. I have, let's see what it's going up against. I would. You got Novocaine, you got Mickey 17, you got Opus, you got what? Captain America's still out if you want to do that.
Do it.
And it's been I'm only saying that because it's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been over a month. Yeah.
Your face is very descriptive when you mention certain movie titles. So let's see.
I know, because it's been a couple. It's like, all right, I already seen it. I'm moving on to the next thing. But I'm not giving my $20. I'm not.
That's why you pay. That's why you pay $5 where I'm at. That way, I've only lost $5 if I'm not.
Well, here's
on a Tuesday, right?
You can come here and spend
every day.
And I'll spend my $5 where you are.
Well, then I'll invite you to come down and spend the $5 here with me. That's all right. It'd be $10 for two people.
I'm in the movie club. I probably paid no more than $2 on a free ticket on top of that. So, right. I would have been fine. So, but see, and then if you couple that, like we said, like Captain America's only been in the theater 4 weeks. What's everybody banking on? Oh, it's got to make its money in the first weekend. Whose fault is that? COVID. And they shut everything down, and then they did soft openings, and now what was considered a 3-month run for most films, maybe 4, depending on how popular it is, has been cut down from a 4-week run or 4-month run to a month and a half at best.
It's interesting to see. I watched the Academy Awards, and I'm still recovering from that stupidity. Where the majority of the movies that were up for the Academy Awards, I never saw a single push for it. Never saw advertising for it. Never saw any type of hype, no type of promotion. But you guys, what?
That's
And
cool,
I look at this now. The whole culture of movies, especially cinema releases, is gone downhill because people gotten lazy. They have relied on streaming services to be the ones to push. Oh, if it's not a movie for longer than 2 weeks, okay, we'll put it on Max. We'll put it on Disney. We'll put it. No, I like leaving my fucking house. I like leaving my house. I like to get out, sit in a theater, bring me food, bring me beverage. I want to feel served. Let's go. Start movie. Shut your kid up.
You have
You shut
mead.
the fuck
I
up.
want mead.
But who do you blame though? It goes right back to Warner Brothers for making that deal, to where movies that were going to be seen in theaters were going to go straight to streaming. So what a lot of people
do that too?
Huh?
Didn't Disney do that too during COVID too?
No, Disney didn't.
Only Warner Brothers was the only company that made that deal. Disney sat there and said with Marvel, until that movie is out of the movie cycle, and then a couple more weeks, then it'll be on Disney Plus. Disney was like, no, we're gonna make you wait. If you did not go to the movie theaters, you will wait to see said movie.
Wait. No, that's not true. That's not 100% true.
Which
because
movie?
they did that
Black
with
Widow,
Mulan.
Black-
They said if you want to stay at home and watch it, you're gonna pay
Yeah,
$30.
exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
She's
But-
right about
You're paying $30.
Yeah, so that's
You're right.
yeah, but you paid the full price to Mulan while it was in the movie theater.
Black Widow. There's a couple more.
Black Widow,
Right, but you paid the
Mulan,
full price to-
and it was
should've acted out.
Elemental.
Yeah.
Elemental was another one.
Yeah, but those are all full price movies that you literally paid on top of your subscription to watch it at home.
Oh, no.
That's the crazy part. They basically for a lot of people direct TV their ass to literally say, hey, we're already paying you, but unless you want to watch it from the comfort of your own home, you have to pay the movie price to watch on your TV through your internet service just to avoid going to movie theaters.
They don't want to touch grass.
Pretty much.
And that's a shame.